comes to what inspired you, because I know you're a deacon.
Right.
What inspired you to become a deacon also?
Well, I always wanted to know, let me back up a little bit.
Right.
Even before 9/11, unofficially, I would be a worship assistant, I would help out Pastor Daniel and Pastor Sarah.
Okay.
But when something like that happens with the World Trade Center, you realize, Ash Wednesday, we always say tomorrow's not promised.
Right.
But you realize in your heart when you go through something like that, and it sort of spurred me on to go and start at Queen's Diaconia, and then graduate. I graduated by 2005.
Okay.
In June 2005, I graduated Queen's Diaconia.
Okay.
And then I became a parish deacon at St. Paul's Lutheran Church.
Okay.
Actually, now we're St. Paul's International.
International, right.
So,
Absolutely.
so I'd say it didn't just spur me to go to be a deacon, but it spurred me, okay, you want to be a deacon, you better get to school and do it, because you don't know when your time is up.
Right.
But, don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. I think that has to do with why my wife and I travel so much now.
So you better do it now than later. So when you
Right.
have time, do it.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely, exactly
It's
true.
a great thing, and I have a small little pictures that I would like to share with our wonderful viewers, which Sergeant Barry does not know about it, and I hope he won't get mad at me.
Of course
but I'm going to do that in a little while. But before that, let me take this call. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you? And who is this?
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi. Who is this?
This is Suraj.
How are you, Suraj?
I'm good, Anjana. How are you?
I am very well. Thank you so much for calling in today.
No problem. Great show today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So my question right now is, why is Mr. Frank not written a book yet on himself?
Oh, so why you haven't written a book on yourself?
I mean, there's so much that he's been through.
Can you just speak a little louder? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sure. Hold on, I'm at work, so I apologize.
Okay.
I said with everything that Mr. Frank has gone through,
Right.
been through and experienced, why has he not written a book yet?
Okay.
Okay, the best answer to that is, I'm not sure I'm very good at writing a book. However, there have been other authors that have interviewed us at the Court Officers Academy,
Okay.
and a documentary filmmaker has interviewed us also. So I didn't write a book, but I will be in a book, and I will be in documentary film. So, so definitely, the story's been told, but I don't really think I have the skill to actually write a whole book,
Okay. Thank you. Is that to answer your question?
That did answer my question. You know what it is? I've seen these documentaries and these movies on different stories that were told from 9/11, and
Right.
it was from the perspective of whoever they were filming or whoever they were interviewing.
Right.
And while they were definitely entertaining from a movie standpoint, the stories themselves are just so vivid because it's real life. It's not Hollywood.
Right.
And so to hear Mr. Frank's story is just it's inspiring. And if it were to be turned into a movie or a book, I definitely would go out there and pick up a book or go watch that movie. But I definitely commend Mr. Frank on everything that he's done and everything that he's been through.
Thank you so much.
He's one of the good ones. It's a great thing. And I'm happy that you have him on your show.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I'm enjoying myself here too.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for calling in.
No problem. All
Take care.
right.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
It's always a wonderful, I think, encouragement also from our viewers who, when they take their time out, I know you must be having so much other things that going on and wanted to do, but you still take the time out and tune in and watch the show, and especially when we have such an honorable guest today on the show, that you still take your time out and call us in, or just to call in to say thank you. It really gives us more hope, I would say, that we are lacking sometimes, but at the same time it's very encouragement to all the officers, and of course including, yes, go ahead, Mr. Barry.
Oh, I was going to say, very, very important. One of the things that did spur me on, and I think it was God moving in my life, because even more than St. Paul's International, God has put me in a position to sort of thank the officers and be there for the officers, because in 2005 I was requested by the Fraternal Order of Court Officers to become their official chaplain.
Okay, okay.
And I did. And the Fraternal Order of Court Officers, it's not a union. It's a fraternal organization that does as best as can for the community, and especially for the community of the court officers and their families. When court officers become ill, when court officers pass away, we have fundraisers. We try to help people as best we possibly can.
Right.
And to be the chaplain for the Fraternal Order of Court Officers it's a tremendous honor. And from there, the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge, the Court Officer Memorial Lodge 35, they asked me to be their chaplain too. And one of the things I did to thank officers in general, not just court officers, but everyone, was they asked me to do invocation. And if I could just not take the whole time to do the invocation, but just to paraphrase it is, I honestly believe that when these bad things happen, people say, how do you believe in a loving God when bad things like 9/11 happen? And my answer is, I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you, when bad things happen, God inspires the right people to be in the right place at the right time to do good. And Pope Francis has said that with evil seems to be increasing in the world and selfishness, that God calls upon people of strength and expertise to step in and put the situation right. And who are those people? You know, when I was at the Fraternal Order of Police, the dinner, I was saying, folks, look around the room, the people in uniform that are sworn to serve and protect, that step in despite danger to themselves, to fulfill their oath to serve and protect. They're the people that Pope Francis is talking about. They're the people that God puts in the right place at the right time to do good.
I think it's an amazing answer, and I've never thought like that before. As you said, I believe myself also a very spiritual person, and I feel that I think whatever things happen, and as you said, that you don't have any answers, and nobody have that answers that why these things happen. But again, as you were saying that God above put people at the right place to get inspired, because this is something God had planned already. Which is a great thing. Also, the pictures that I was talking about that I would like to share with everyone, you can see it on the screen too.
Okay.
If we are ready, we can share. Yeah, so we go one by one. This is with Pastor Daniel and, of course, Sergeant Barry and the other officer, I'm not sure.
Police Officer Andrew Fitzgerald.
Right. And they've been honored at St. Paul's International Church. Tell us about it. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, we had a Sunday to, how would you put it, to honor the heroes.
Right.
And Pastor Daniel put it together with Council Member Barry Grodnick, and they set it up, and Barry Grodnick had these plaques from the City Council, the plaques of merit. I could have brought it.
Right.
But you see it on the screen anyway, so it's okay. But just to appreciate people, especially, and I never like to talk about politics, but especially in this time where the police and, armed uniform professionals always seem to be under the microscope, to take time out to say, not everybody thinks you're bad,
right.
That, we know that you do good things, we know you there, and we do appreciate what you do. And I really was honored to be doing it. I'm sure Officer Andrew Fitzgerald.
We all were, actually. I was there too as the member, and of course it was such a nice thing. And I would like to talk about Sergeant Barry, is that, when I did not know that Sergeant Barry was, he was there at 9/11 and helping other people and rescuing other people. And I just got to find out recently, and I know Sergeant Barry for a very long time, I would say since 2004, and 2011 when it happened, I had no idea. And it is sad, but thank you so much,
you're
really.
very welcome.
And when I found out, and I thought that I have to bring you here on the show and, to tell the story, what you've gone through, and of course, the bravery that you've shown to other people and to all of us, and it's commendable. So thank you for that.